walking in my shoes. Try walking in my shoes. You'll stumble in my footsteps.
Cottage pie made by Mazzy. Thank you, Mazzy.
You're welcome.
It's me pie. It's me pie. I told you when I got here she'd make me a cottage pie. Bang on. Look at that. Mini punch 863. Mini punch 864. Mini punch 865. Right, that's got them out of the way. I've been saving them for weeks. Right, it's day number 23. I've got 13.3 miles to go, which is annoying really, because the Brit stops Mazzy's going to is about 8 miles that way, but it's on the main road all the way. I have to go 13 miles and go the long way round on a canal. But never mind, I've got a very small backpack on and I'm feeling good today. I had a lovely meal last night, a cottage pie, a really big, nice, lovely cottage pie. I ate the lot. I'm ready to go. Shake my hand.
No.
See you later.
Come here. I love you. Have a nice day. See you soon.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Hey, 13.3 miles, which I'd usually be dreading, but I think it's going to be quite easy today. And I can wear a different top today. Wear my red one, see how we get on. Bye-bye. After just half a mile, just over half a mile, I've noticed my average speed's up to 3.7 miles per hour. Massive difference without the backpack on. The only downside to that is my legs are really aching. Yeah, it'll just be because it's the first half mile, but my body's not used to going that fast, and I think, yeah, it's a bit achy, but I'm sure we'll walk that off. Beautiful day for this, beautiful. It truly is a beautiful morning. This is the coldest morning I've had so far, but it is beautiful. Frost on the ground, the sun's out, and the sun is actually quite warm. It's nice. So what I was trying to do is get off the main road, and I'm going right here down Wandswell. This is a really busy road. I wasn't expecting it to be busy. But I think it's because Sharpness is a dock. I didn't realise it was still in use as a dock, but there's a lot of lorries come up and down here. It's been really quite dangerous. So I'm looking forward to turning off here. Sharpness is where the canal starts, and that's where I'm heading. But I'm not joining it at Sharpness, I'm joining it in the next village on, because it's a little bit closer. A little bit less to walk for the day, should I say. Check out the lovely sign on this pub. How all the trees growing around it. I thought it was ivy. In fact, I don't know if it's a special kind of ivy, I don't know. But it's got a strange name. Lammastide Inn. Lammastide Inn. Never heard of that word before. As an ex-gardener, I just have to check. Yeah, it is ivy. Gorgeous day. So I've just completed 4 miles. You know how long it took me? 1 hour. I'm averaging 4 miles per hour now. That's what difference it makes without a rucksack. Because I have got long legs, I do walk fast normally. But with a backpack, I was averaging about 3.1 miles per hour. 3.3 at a push. But now, I say 4 miles in my first hour, I haven't had to stop. I really think I'm going to be up to 16 miles per day coming up now. Having said that, it's still early. You know, I might collapse in a few miles, but so far, so very, very good. So we're dropping down to the canal now. I can just see it just down here. I'll be joining it over here somewhere. I'm looking forward to this, being on a canal. Having said that, it don't get much better than what I've been doing now on these country roads. It's just idyllic today. Idyllic? Idyllic, is that the word? Or yeah, idyllic. Let's go along with idyllic. Beautiful. So this is, I'm guessing, the start of the River Severn. or it turns into the River Severn, goes out to the ocean, I think. Yeah, I really can't say anything negative today. Everything is just going perfectly. 3 seconds later, I found something negative to say. These walking shoes are no good on ice. Certainly not tarmacked ice anyway. Just can't grip. I'm sliding all over the place. So I'm hoping it's going to be more gravelly on the towpath and I should get a better grip than this. So here we are. This is my next 5-6 miles up here. Sharpness and Gloucester Canal, I think it's called. But this isn't a problem like the road was. This isn't frozen. This is nice. What a day. I am finding it a little bit muddy on this path, quite difficult to walk on really. But so it's slowed me down a little bit, but it is beautiful. I don't care. It's just heaven, absolute heaven. I just had a message from Mazzy saying she's safely arrived at the next pub where we're staying tonight. Another Brit Stops. £5 a night for the electric hookup. And they've said it's okay for us to stay 2 nights, so that is absolutely fantastic because we've decided tomorrow is my day off. We thought about having it today. We just want a bit of time together, you know, and be able to plan as route ahead where Mazzy can park on an evening for the next 3-4 days. So yeah, everything's going great. I just hope they do good food because the place we was at last night, we didn't know, but it's actually shutting down next month. The owners have decided to retire and sell up. And we went in, had a drink, and then we went up to the bar and he says, oh, we're closed at 2, closed at 2. So, kicked us out, and they didn't look like they were doing any meals. It was like a jumbo sale in the back, trying to sell things off. So it didn't work out perfectly yesterday, but it looks like today it will do. In fact, Mazzy says they've already invited her in so she can go in for a coffee if she wants. So they sound very nice and friendly. And on the website, the pub looked very nice. Something in, I can't remember the name of it, Wit. I can't remember, Wit something in. So yeah. Just want to get there now. So I found a very nice wet bench to sit on so that I can thank everybody, and I have got a massive list today, massive. Are you ready for this? I'll do it as fast as I can. Glenn Wagner, Anonymous, Joseph Stevens, Doreen and Simon, Snowy Matrix, Stefan Dex, Paolo, Suzanne Davis, Paul McClintock, Sherry Savage, Margaret Lewis, Carl Muggleston, Kevin Kelly and Anno, Steve Burton, Catherine and Stephen, Maisie Robinson, Stephen Merritt, Gareth Marsden, David James, Benjamin Volbrecht, Tony Short, Charlie and Margaret, Kevin Prosser, Joe Caprara, Stephen Cathy, Fiona and Ken, Darren and Regina, Diane T, Benita Riggin, Roger Lewis, Anne-Rose Heisig, Marcel and Aline, Luke Hood, Danny DeShriver, Stephen Millward, Peter Gill, Stuart White and Gary Lee. Whew, what a list, what a list. I thought yesterday's donations were fantastic. I really wasn't expecting that. I don't know where all that's come from. In one day guys, we've raised £600. I'm ecstatic. I'm absolutely ecstatic. In a way, I thought I might get quite a lot yesterday, and I did. It was 300 and something pounds. I was amazed. But £600. Wow. So raised so far, £7,338. Now, I'm buzzing. I'm absolutely buzzing. Thank you all so much for your support. Yeah, keep the donations coming in. The Just Giving link below. Very kind of you. Honestly, nothing could be going any better than it is at the moment. And I think, judging by what I've done today so far, well, I suppose the weather's on my side as well, though, isn't it? I see no reason why I can't up this to 16, maybe even 20 miles some days. I'm feeling so physically fit and so sexily fit. Everything about me is just perfect. I could do John Groats in 3 days, I reckon, if I really wanted to. But I'm going to take my time, you know. Wild Fowl Reserve. Between September the 1st and April the 1st, wild geese use these fields and need to graze undisturbed. Please do not enter. How do the geese know when it's September the 1st and April the 1st? Do they have a diary or something? They're very clever geese. And there, look, you've got your customary mucky gits putting their dog muck there in bags. I suppose, well, no, they shouldn't be doing it. Shouldn't be doing it. But having said that, I've not seen anywhere where you can actually dump your dog poop. At least they didn't throw it in the bushes like some people do, or in the canal. I think it's about time I threw a little joke in for you. It's a very family-friendly, easy, simple, nice joke. Are you ready? What does Winnie the Pooh and Henry VIII have in common? They have the same middle name. I like that one. Just so simple. Like Mazzy. She'll like that one. Gutted. I think that's a heron up there, and it was just sat down here. I was just going to try and sneak up on it. I love herons. They just look like pterodactyls. I love them. I'm loving all the reeds at the side. They're about 8 foot tall. Just beautiful colours. Probably not coming up on this camera very well. I've even taken a selfie of myself next to them. I like them that much. You know, one crazy idea going through my head right now. I'm feeling so fit, and I'm walking at top speed. Not now, but when camera's off. And I'm thinking, still 5.2 miles to go. The only way to get there any quicker is run. I am fitter than I've ever been in my life, and I'm starting to think maybe I could try running. I was never any good at long distance as a kid. I'd get a stitch straight away. I was very good at short distance, fastest in the world. Even Bolt, he wouldn't have beaten me. But I don't know, there's people behind me at the moment. But if I'm ever on a quiet stretch, I might just have like a 100-metre jog and see how I get on. You never know. I might run the whole of Scotland. It's a big, you know, it's not going to happen, is it? I'm a bit worried about running 100 metres and then regretting it and struggling for the next 4 miles, 5 miles. So I probably won't do it, but it's going through my head, just to let you know. I am that fit that I'm thinking of running. Kin knackered. That were a bad idea, real bad idea. Never again. It's the last time I'm running in my life, I'm telling you now. Jesus. I only did about 30 yards. Mazzy got me these to try. Graze. She must think I'm some kind of animal or something. Edamame, some kind of beans. Spicy chickpeas and black pepper cashews. Veggie protein power. It sounds very walkerish, doesn't it? They look a bit dry. You know, when you're walking a long way, you want something wet. They look a bit dry, Mazzy, but I'll give them a go. You know what they taste like? Or what I imagine they taste like anyway. Do you know when you're drilling a hole into a hole into a piece of wood, and you get all that rubbish coming out of the hole, don't you? That sawdusty stuff. It's a bit like that, but some of it's green. I'll eat it because it's veggie protein plus or something. But yeah, you know, I'd prefer something tasty. Okay, so we're coming off the canal now, for today anyway. Just hitting the road for another 3.5 miles up to where Mazzy is, but I'll be rejoining here. Probably, I don't know if I'm coming straight down to this spot or I'll be joining it further up and walking from where I'm meeting Mazzy. I don't know, but having tomorrow off anyway. But that was a lovely, lovely walk, and ends with a beautiful sunny view. It's interesting to see though that my speed dropped to 3.5 miles an hour average now for the day. So towpaths are obviously a lot slower, simply because of the ground you're walking on. It's a bit rocky in parts. That's not all canal paths, but there in places it were quite slippy and hard to navigate. But yeah, so obviously roads are faster for me, which is good because I've got 3.5 miles on this road now, going through this lovely little village. By the way, the Frampton-on-Severn, this little village is called. It's nice and peaceful, and we're staying at the Whitminster Inn. That's where Mazzy is at the moment. Look at that, thatched roof on that. Beautiful, nice area this. And just at the end of the village, a beautiful little pond. How nice is that? And another pond. Just showing off now, aren't they? You don't need 2 massive ponds in any village. I felt a bit sorry for somebody back there because they parked the car and they went like half on the curb, over the curb and half off, and the front of the car scraped and got stuck on the curb, and he couldn't reverse, he couldn't go forward. So it ruined the front of its car. But clearly embarrassed when he did it, as you would be. I thought I'll just pretend I didn't see it and walked on. There's nothing I could have done to help him. So yeah, I just pretended I didn't see it, so he wouldn't have felt so stupid. But he must have felt really stupid, and he looked stupid. I just had a woman stop next to me then and say, "Are you okay?" She says, "Yeah, why?" She said, "Oh, just asking if you're okay." I says, "Yeah, I'm fine, I'm just going for a walk." "Alright then, bye-bye." Very strange. Right, Facebook page posts. What have we got today? We've got Benjamin Volbrecht. He sent a picture of some toilet tissue, which is a roll of Gorilla Tape, and a little sign next to it saying, "How desperate are you?" I thought that was quite good. I'd like to try that on someone someday. Aaron Weedall's gone one better. He's made some Danilla tape with my face on it in a gorilla outfit. Thank you very much, Aaron. And here's a picture of some dude in Virginia, USA, with the new You Ignorant Git t-shirt on. How cool is that? It's the first person I've seen wearing one in a picture. I like that. Thank you very much. And I'd like to thank Damien, who's got a massive map on his wall of the UK. and he's putting little pins where we're up to on the trip. It doesn't look like I'm very far at all on your little map, on your big map, but thank you for that. So that's the Facebook page posts today. If you'd like to keep up to date with what I'm up to, see more pictures than you see in the videos, I do usually put some kind of post on every day, usually a few photos and things. If you'd like to do that, link in the description, the Facebook page, which is Lejog 2017, Land's End to John of Groats. So get joining, thank you. Well, I seem to have rejoined the canal. I think what I've done is I was over there, and instead of following the canal round the back there, you could cut straight across and save, I don't know, half a mile, a mile. But yeah, looks like, I'm presuming it's the same canal. Can't believe that, look. They've called their bridge Weak Bridge as well. You can't have two weak bridges, you can only have one. So now I've come to another waterway, so I can only imagine this is the river, the start of pretty much the River Severn. That's all I can think of. Bit confused now. But we're just coming into Whitminster. This is where we're staying tonight. Whitminster Inn, which is about another mile. Well, that's the first time I've ever seen that on a church. Like a tower on top of a tower. Never seen that before. Can anyone explain why that's like that? I'm starting to get really angry now. The drivers around here are the worst I've come across on this trip so far. Absolute nipples, the lot of them. Really doing me head in. And I'll tell you why. It's because you've got the A38 up there, the big, fast, busy road. They're coming off that and they're going on the country lanes thinking they're still going at the speeds up there. Absolute dicks, a lot of them. Just mad. You know when they do something wrong and you want them to stop so you can grab hold of them and strangle them, but you can't because they whiz straight past and you'll never see them again. One little nipple boy racer and one silly old woman who had have died if I hadn't got out of the way. Just frustrates me. You know, there was a time when all these roads were for people. No such thing as cars. Nowadays, pedestrians mean nothing to anybody. Cars get priority over people on roads. It's disgusting. Anyway, rant over. One thing which has been fantastic today is not having that rucksack on, having this little one on. And in the back I've got two, like Lucozade, sports drinks, fruity ones. And they've been in the fridge. And they've been in the back of my rucksack. Just resting on the bottom of my back. So it's been lovely and cool. And that's normally sweat pouring out all over. That's where this smelly jacket comes from. But today, it's just, oh, it's like having a little fridge on your back. I don't think I've sweated all day. No sweat, just, no. Not even a tinge of sticky. Just pure, clean, fit, well done Dan kind of day this. It's been a really good day, just that them nipples just spoiled it at the end, but apart from that, it's been good. I'm just walking along these hedges here, which have just been trimmed today, and you wouldn't believe the smell. The gorgeous, gorgeous smell of these, you know, from the sap coming out of them or whatever, I don't know, but it smells absolutely beautiful. Okay, that's the end of another day, people. I presumed it was there. That's called the Old Forge. That isn't where we are. We should be at the end there, but I'm not sure. Mazzy says she's in a field round the back and I'll never find her, so we'll see. But thanks for joining yet again, people. Oh, there's an Indian there. And fish and chips. Oh, it's going to be alright here. Yeah, see you next time. As I say, tomorrow I'm having a day off. But that might not necessarily mean you'll miss a day of videos. I'm not sure yet. But catch you later. Keep the donations coming in, please. And thank you for joining me today. This has been the easiest, most relaxing day I've had. All because I haven't got a backpack and I've got my Mazzy back. See you later. Bye-bye.
Try walking in my shoes. Try stumble in my footsteps.